Hello everyone and welcome to Law Chakra. After the disqualification of Congress leader Rahul Gandhi from Lok Sabha, a plea namely Abha Muralidharan versus Union of India challenging the constitutional validity of Section 8 Subclause 3 of the Representation of People Act 1951 has been filed before the Supreme Court of India. This plea is filed by PhD scholar and social activist Abha Muralidharan. Petitioner के अकॉर्डिंग सेक्शन 8 सब क्लॉज 3 of the Representation of the People Act 1951, which lays down automatic disqualification of a legislator from the Parliament or State Assembly upon conviction in a criminal case, is ultra vires of the Constitution. According to petitioner, the section curtails free speech of an elected member of Parliament or member of Legislative Assembly and restrains lawmaker from freely discharging their duties cast upon them by the voters of their respective constituency. पिटीशन के अकॉर्डिंग सेक्शन 8 सब क्लॉज 3 अपने आप में सेल्फ कॉन्ट्राडिक्टरी है. सेक्शन 8 सब क्लॉज 1 of the act clearly categorizes the offences, keeping in view the nature of offences for disqualification of members of parliament. लेकिन सेक्शन 8 सब क्लॉज 3 क्वांटम ऑफ सेंटेंसिंग एंड इम्प्रिजनमेंट की बेसिस पे ऑटोमेटिक डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन की बात करता है, जो कि सेल्फ कॉन्ट्रडिक्टरी है और एक एम्बिग्विटी क्रिएट करता है एज टू द प्रॉपर प्रोसीजर फॉर डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन. 1951 एक्ट का पर्पस बताते हुए काउंसिल्स ने आर्ग्यू किया कि इट वॉज लेड डाउन टू डिस्क्वालीफाई कन्विक्टेड इलेक्टेड मेंबर्स हु हैड कमिटेड सीरियस एंड हीनियस ऑफेंसेस. पिटिशनर ने आर्ग्यू किया कि the factors such as nature, gravity, role, moral turpitude, and the role of the accused ought to be examined while considering disqualification under Chapter 3 of the 1951 Act. It was stated that the present scenarios provides a blanket disqualification irrespective of the nature, gravity, and seriousness of the offences allegedly against the concerned member and provides for an automatic disqualification which is against the principle of natural justices, since various convictions are reserved at the appellant stage and under such circumstances the valuable time of a member who is discharging his duties towards the public at large shall be rendered futile. लिली थॉमस जजमेंट को साइट करते हुए पिटिशनर ने सुप्रीम कोर्ट से कहा कि राइट अंडर आर्टिकल 19(1)(a enjoyed by the member of the parliament is an extension of the voice of millions of his supporters. If the offence under section 499 and 500 of the IPC, which just technically has a maximum punishment of 2 years, is not removed singularly from the sweeping effect of the judgment in Lily Thomas, it will have a chilling effect on the right of representation of the citizens. It was also highlighted that Section 8 Subclause 4 of the Act is being misused. Section 8 Subclause 4 provides for a 3-month window to convicted legislator to appeal against a conviction, thereby halting immediate disqualification. कोर्ट के सामने ये भी आर्ग्यू किया गया कि सेक्शन 8 सब क्लॉज 3 शैल स्टैंड और forthwith जैसे वर्ड्स इंक्लूड नहीं करता है and in the absence of the same there cannot be an automatic disqualification. Hence, it was prayed that to declare that there does not exist any automatic disqualification under section 8 subclause 3, and in cases of automatic disqualification under section 8 subclause 3 the same can be declared as ultra vires of the constitution for being arbitrary and illegal. Also, the petition sought directions from the court to declare that the mandate of section 499 of the IPC, which criminalizes defamation or any other offense prescribing maximum punishment of 2 years, will not automatically disqualify any sitting member of any legislative body, since it violates the freedom of speech and expression of an elected representative. The immediate reason behind filing this plea was the disqualification of the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi from the Lok Sabha, after Surat District Court found him guilty of defamation and sentenced him to 2 years in prison. However, he was granted a 30-day bail in the case to allow him appeal in a higher court. The Congress leader and MP of Wayanad parliamentary seat in Kerala in 2019, while speaking at a rally in Karnataka state, had said, "Why do all these thieves have Modi as their surname? Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi, Narendra Modi." This statement followed a defamation case against him in Surat District Court. Many political leaders such as Priyanka Gandhi, former Karnataka CM SD Kumaraswamy, Arvind Kejriwal and many others has slammed Narendra Modi. Even the Chhattisgarh Youth Congress protested against the BJP over the issue. On the other hand, Rahul Gandhi is all set for a press conference today at 1 p.m. after being disqualified as MP. He commented that मैं भारत की आवाज़ के लिए लड़ रहा हूँ, मैं हर कीमत चुकाने के लिए तैयार हूँ. 2016 में कुछ टॉप इंडियन पॉलिटिशियंस इंक्लूडिंग मिस्टर गांधी had filed legal pleas arguing for defamation to be decriminalized, but the Supreme Court upheld the validity of the law, saying the right to free speech cannot mean that a citizen can defame the other. So now, after a 2-year jail term and the disqualification of the Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, would it mean that he would not be able to contest the 2024 general election? Let's see what new unfolds in this issue. Till then, keep following Law Chakra for more legal news and updates. Thank you.